So whether it's on-ear, over-ear, in-ear, wired, wireless, whatever the case may be, I've reviewed a lot of headphones on this channel. But every time I find a new pair that I like, I want to take the time to share that experience with you, my viewers, so that maybe if something I've reviewed in the past doesn't fit your needs, maybe something that I've come across recently will. So recently I came across the Riwbox BT-80s, and these are actually pretty neat. They come in a few different colors. I went with the white. I've got lots of, black and that sort of thing as far as headphones are concerned. So I thought I'd go with something a little different. And I really like the white on these and just the overall aesthetic of them. Just to get some of the bad stuff out of the way first, they do feel kind of cheap. The silver accents that they've got on them and that sort of thing, the way it's done kind of feels cheap. And the ratcheting, again, leaves a little bit to be desired here. But that's kind of where the cheapness stops. The headband and the ear cups are soft and comfortable. I've been wearing these actually to edit videos lately, and editing can take an hour or two sometimes, depending on the video. And the entire time I've been wearing them, I've never been uncomfortable. I've never dealt with any kind of pressure on the side of my ears from the pressing my ears into my glasses. So overall, they're very, very comfortable, and I like the overall feeling of them. So they've also done a great job with the branding, whether it's across the top of the headband or on the earpieces themselves. They've done a great job of maintaining some consistency and making sure that people know what you're listening to without being obnoxious or overbearing. The really cool thing about these is, like some of the others that I've reviewed in the past, these headphones are both wired and Bluetooth. So if you've got them charged, you can connect to them wirelessly via Bluetooth and listen to them. Or if you want to just plug in and not have to worry about draining your battery, you can do that as well. And either way, they sound really, really good. So if we look over at the left-hand side, we're going to see a series of buttons here. We've got our phone call, answering and hanging up, as well as our power and pairing button. Above that, we've got our back button and our volume up. Next, we've got a play pause button. Then we've got a next track and volume down. And then we've got a mode button. So there's a couple of things about the buttons I want to talk about here just a little bit. The volume up button is the bottom button, and the volume down button is the top button, which to me seems a little bit backwards. And it took me a minute to kind of get used to the idea that down is up and up is down. Just a little confusing there at first, but once I got the hang of it, it wasn't a big deal. So also, I mentioned the mode button, and it kind of seems weird to have a mode button on headphones. But the reason that button is there is because in addition to just being able to play music from your phone or whatever you're connected to via Bluetooth, there's actually a spot on the bottom next to the charging plug where you can put a microSD card and listen to music that way. So say you were going to go for a run or a walk, or you're going to go out and you didn't want to, say, use your data on your phone, or you didn't want to bring your phone with you at all, you can put a microSD card in here and still have full control over your music, and it still sounds great. And it's something I've never actually seen in a set of headphones like this, but it works well, it sounds good, and I think it's a great little addition to add a bit of functionality to a pair of headphones, to just give them that one extra little thing. So as far as sound quality is concerned, these actually, like I said before, they sound really good. They've got a good medium sound stage to them, meaning that it not all of the sound is going to be blasted right between your ears, but it's not going to be way out in the distance either. It's a good mix of, if you're playing video games and something is kind of way off in the distance, or something is right next to you, you're going to get that sense of distance that's appropriate. So I really appreciate that they were able to do that in these 40mm drivers. Also, the sound signature itself is I would say fairly neutral, if not just a little bit bass heavy, but not like you'd expect out of a pair of Beats. These aren't overpowering in the bass, but if you're listening to something with intense bass in it, it hits hard. Or as hard as it should anyway, like to the point where you can actually feel your ears vibrate. It hits really hard without distorting, and I really appreciate that. Again, like I mentioned, these aren't just Bluetooth capable, they are wired capable, so you will get a 3.5mm adapter to go with these to plug into your phone or your MP3 player, whatever. And it does have a built-in microphone, whether you're using Bluetooth or the wire, so you can take calls and do that kind of thing in either mode. So there you have it. Those are the Riwbox BT-80s. They look good, they sound good, they feel good. They've got lots of functionality built into them, which I really appreciate. So if you're interested in picking a pair of these up, go down to the description. I'll have a link to these to go over to Amazon and pick a pair of these up. Right now, I believe they're less than 30 bucks, which is another great selling point for them, because it's kind of on that budget side, but you're still going to get a lot of functionality and a lot of really great sound out of them for the price. So let me know down in the comment section below. Have you tried the Riwbox BT-80s? Are you going to try the Riwbox BT-80s? What kind of things do you look for in a set of new headphones when you're looking for that? And is the microSD slot a selling point for you? Or do you think it's just a gimmick that doesn't really matter? So guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks for your time. I always appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you in the next video.